The statement now from Tiger's longtime agent, been with Tiger since 1998, Mark Steinberg. Tiger was in an accident this morning, suffered multiple leg injuries. He is currently in surgery, and we thank you for your privacy and support. Jay Monahan, commissioner of the PGA Tour. We've been made aware of Tiger's car accident, awaiting further information when he comes out of surgery. On behalf of the PGA Tour and our players, Tiger is in our prayers and will have our full support as he recovers. PGA Tour this week is playing an event that Tiger, like so many, has dominated through the years. It's a World Golf Championships event. It's being played on the west coast of Florida near Bradenton at the Concession Golf Club. Todd Lewis is there with more information. And Todd, what can you tell us about what Tiger was doing this morning, where he was headed in Southern California?
Well, he was in Southern California not only this weekend to support the Genesis Invitational, which is his tournament. He hosts that tournament. His foundation, the TGR Foundation, benefits from that tournament. But on Monday and Tuesday of this week, he was scheduled to do some content shoots for Discovery, which is a media platform that owns Golf Digest and Golf TV. And on Monday, he was doing some of that content shoot at Rolling Hills Country Club in Rancho Palos Verdes. And he was scheduled to do a second day of shooting today. But unfortunately, this morning, he had that accident just after 7 a.m. local time.
Who did Friday Night Lights for television was in charge of that shoot, and included legends like NBA great Dwayne Wade, David Spade, the actor and comedian. Maybe people saw those pictures, smiling Tiger with David Spade sort of yucking it up a little bit on Monday. I'm told that as Monday went along on that full-day shoot, Tiger was achy and tired, didn't seem quite right, and was sort of in a hurry to get there this morning for a 7:30 call time. Todd, we know what an impact Tiger has had on this next generation. What's been the player reaction to the news today?
It was quite an eventful day here on the PGA Tour, or this WGC event that represents all the tours globally. Players were getting ready to tackle Concession Golf Club, which is a very sturdy test. They were taking notes. Many of them have not seen this golf course. And then early afternoon, the news came out that Tiger was in a serious automobile accident in Southern California. And then some of those players started seeing the images on their phones or inside the clubhouse or in the locker room on televisions in regards to that car that Tiger was driving. Immediately, they were concerned about, well, Tiger's life. How serious was this condition? And then some of those who didn't really know much still came in front of a camera and had this to say.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sick to my stomach. You know, it hurts to see one of your, now my closest friends, you know, get in an accident. And, man, I just hope he's all right. Just worry for his kids, you know. I'm sure they're struggling.
Sad. You know, I played 9 holes with Tony, and he had it on his phone. He was reading it. Couldn't believe it, no, as if, you know, his body hasn't endured enough. So I don't know all the facts. I just know he was in an accident and he underwent surgery, or he's in the hospital or something like that. So, you know, just hoping is as out of this bad situation is the best possible outcome, and, you know, hope he can recover from it and we can see him on the golf course as early as possible. I know he underwent surgery earlier this year, so I hope it didn't damage anything they had done already.
John, what has he meant to the PGA Tour as of late, over the last year or so, especially with the relationships that he has built?
Well, unfortunately, I'm not one of those players who's gotten closer to since we live on the opposite sides of the country. And I never met him before, you know, so it just looked like, obviously, he was opening up more to talk about his game and how he accomplished as many things as he did. He's been doing wonderful things with this foundation and charities, and, you know, last week being his host event with how much I've done for education, and myself being a person who values education a lot. So not only golf PGA Tour directly, but golf worldwide. He's been a huge impact, you know. There's always this key players in every era, and for many reasons he was one of them. And there's a different atmosphere in an event when Tiger's playing and when it's not playing, and he is that big. No matter even if the best 20 players in the world are playing, if he's not there, you can tell the difference. And it's just sad to see. He was a great ambassador of the game, and it looked like he was trying to turn his life around, and maybe looking forward in the future to retirement, spending some great time with his son Charlie. And I just hope he can get out of the hospital walking, meaning after a recovery, and he can still play with his kids and have a normal life.
A bit shocked, obviously. I mean, you don't expect anything like that to happen, but from everything that I know about Tiger, I'm sure he will recover, and he will do everything in his power to come back. I'm sure he will. And something that I feel terrible about for him. I texted Rob, I called Rob, and he said he's got some things going on, obviously, with his legs and stuff broken. But I will say that whatever's happened, he's always come back from it in a pretty amazing way. He's an amazing human being that has done incredible things. I mean, you look back to Ben Hogan and what happened with him in the bus crash, right? And what he was able to do after that. And so I have no doubt in my mind he'll be back. And it's taking a little longer, I'm sure, but from my perspective, he's one of the most impressive human beings I've ever met. And I think that he'll come back just fine.
Bryson, what does he mean to you guys out here?
Well, he's what inspired me, so he means everything. I mean, I texted him and texted Rob as well. I said, look, man, anything I can do to help there, and he's going to be fine. He's going to do fine. I know he is. He's a strong individual, and Rob knows that. Everybody knows that, and it is what it is.
Yeah, my manager texted me. I was on the front nine with John Rahm. We were playing front nine, first time I seen the course. My manager texted me like on the 5th hole, and just sent me, I don't know if it was you guys or just some news source that kind of broke the news. So me and John both were kind of looking at our phones and just looking into it to see how serious it was. And obviously for us, we don't know all the details of the situation, but we feel for Tiger, and as a player, we just wish hope he's okay, and are praying for his speedy recovery.
Tony, what does Tiger mean to you guys out here?
Yeah, I mean, he means a lot to the game of golf. I can only speak from my experience. He means a lot to my career. I've said it, I think, time after time. The 97 Masters changed the course of my life, changed the course of my career. Without that event, I probably wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be playing golf. So he definitely changed the course of my life, my career. But I think I'm one of hundreds of guys out here probably that will say the same thing. So he means a lot to the game, but individually, I think he means a lot to us, just individually, and especially for me.
I imagine that had to have been shocking to read from your manager, and then as you played the front nine then. Yeah,
I mean, I saw the condition of his car, and for me, it was we just hope that he's okay. That's the biggest reaction, really. A little bit of shock. Something crazy happened to our sports world last year with Kobe. So, I wouldn't say that dramatic of feelings, but man, you just hope Tiger's all right, and we all know he's a strong cookie, physically, mentally. So if someone's going to get through this, he will, and be back for the better, I'm sure. But our thoughts and prayers, I'm sure, as a whole, all the players, I can speak on their behalf, are with Tiger.
I just saw the images, so yeah. I mean, if you have to be pulled out with, I think they call it the life of Jaws, or Jaws of life. It's definitely not good circumstances. So everything I've seen, I think he's in surgery. So obviously, hopefully, everything goes well with that, and he can make a full recovery from this.
Had a chance to speak with Dustin Johnson, the world #1 player, and he said thoughts and prayers go out to him, being, of course, Tiger. Hopefully he has a speedy recovery. He's obviously important to the game of golf. Hopefully it's nothing too major. Over the last few years, after Tiger's spinal fusion surgery, he's come out with a great attitude, embracing his colleagues, something that he really didn't do much of at the height of his career. And he's not only embraced many that he competes against out here, he has made some very strong friendships. And those friends out here are concerned, obviously, about Tiger Woods. As a matter of fact, you can say every player in this field here at Concession Golf Club has been affected by Tiger Woods. Even if they didn't know him, they've been inspired by him. They hope to be at least half the golfer that he is. So there is, like I said, concern about Tiger Woods, but there is a bit of relief knowing that these injuries are not life-threatening. Rich?
Todd, thank you.